Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for Dougie Mullins, the last day of Dougie Mullins' tournament, honoring an outstanding gentleman. Doug grew up playing baseball in Wyoming Little League, Babe Ruth, Gutro Legion. He was a three-sport athlete at classical football, basketball, baseball. He went on to have a coaching career. He coached American Legion baseball, St. Mary's freshman. He was an assistant for English football. He became the head coach of Lynn English after serving with Joe Caponegro as one of his assistants. Just an outstanding young man who was taken way too soon. Age of 34, he made a positive impact on many student athletes that he coached through high school American Legion. He helped and supported so many young people, whether they were on his team or not. After they played, graduated, he stayed in touch with everybody, helped everybody he could. He was one of those people, his aim was be nice, be happy, and smile. And he did it all the time. He was an outstanding young man. He was a good friend of mine, good friend of a lot of people. And it's only fitting, after he passed away too soon. Joe Caponegro, who was who we coached with, used to be the Clancy tournament. They replaced it with the Dougie Mullins tournament. This is the 5th year. They've given out $16,000 in scholarships. And it's only fitting they should honor the young man after all he did for so many. And he's still helping young athletes because there's a player from each of these 4 teams that gets a scholarship in memory of Dougie Mullins. So it's nice to keep his memory going. I'm sure his family and friends appreciate it. Dougie would greatly appreciate it. Not so much that tournament name for him, but the scholarships giving to the young kids, because that was his aim, to help as many as he could. He was a great young man who had a great life. Unfortunately, it was a lot shorter than he wanted.
Bright yellow, black trim with a little bit of hanging off.
I'm sure he's resting in peace. I'm sure he's smiling down now, watching the tournament. You know, telling people up there they're playing this for me and they're giving scholarships out in my memory. And they're helping kids. And I know he's smiling brightly. And unfortunately, he left us way too soon. But he left a lasting legacy and left a lot of great friends, because he helped a lot of people and had a good impact on a lot of people. So rest in peace, my good friend Dougie Mullins. This is the consolation round. Swampscott got out in front of Link Classical 6-1. Classical came back and beat him with a base hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jaden Barrigan got a 2-out single, knocked in the winning run, put Classical in the final, and put Swampscott here in the consolation round. This is Connor Chiarillo leading off against Adriangel Santana on the mound for the Bulldogs. Pop foul is going to go up in the seats. Hit in the air, long run for the right field. They're not going to get there. Foul down the right field line, bounced into the grassy knoll, as I call it. So 0-2 for Connor Chiarillo, who's the center fielder for the Big Blue. That didn't miss by much. That's a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Missing again. The count evens at 2. None of the English fans have showed up as yet. Oh, there's a couple over there. Past the dugout. Hiding behind the dugout. That's a tough pitch to take, too. It's 3-2. The payoff pitch up and coming. And he lost him after being ahead of him. Chiarello draws a walk. For the Bulldogs, Esteban Paulo's done an outstanding job as the head coach. Helped out by Junior Santos, Gene Castillo, Harold German, Douglas Diaz. Aiden Napoli is the trainer, does an outstanding job. English had a tough year. This is the last regular season game for both teams. Swampscott will be off to the tournament. They're 15-4. English is 7-12. And go back. Chiarello steals second. Go back over the year and they could very easily have enough wins in those games that they got nipped. Lost some very tough games. They could very easily be in the tournament. This is the last game for English. Swampscott will be looking for the pairings that are coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday. In for a strike. English, they don't have a lot of players. Swampscott's dugout is filled. English, I think they have 2 or 3 subs. Down and away for a ball. And there was a space where they had to play like 7 games in 10 days. I don't know of any high school team that has that kind of pitching. They still competed. That's hit out of play. They still competed and lost some very tough games. Hit foul. Toughest game was this past Wednesday. They scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th to take a 2-1 lead over Classical, and they made a couple of errors and a big hit. In the 7th, Classical came back and beat them 3-2. That's one of those games I talked about where they got nipped. High and tight for a ball. This is Michael Collins, the catcher for Swampscott. And that's ball 4, back-to-back walks. Caden Ross, the shortstop. We're here to show us. Connor Chiarello, the center fielder, leads off. Michael Collins, the catcher, bats second. Caden Ross, shortstop, hits third. Batting fourth and playing first base, Dylan DiFilippo. The pitcher, Chief Gruthius, hits number 5. Right fielder, Jamison Ford, hits 6th. The DH, Isaiah Bears, hitting for Tom Cuttle, the left fielder, hits number 7. Luke Tardif will play second base and hit 8th. And bring up the tail end of the batting order is the third baseman batting 9th, Aiden Brown. Missing for a ball. So a tough start for Adriangel Santana, walking the first 2. The runners take off easily into third base and they throw the ball away and the runner's going to score. So they got a big jump. They had the bases stolen and Chiarillo scores on the error. So Chiarillo with a walk, 2 stolen bases and an error, puts Swampscott on top 1-0, and Michael Collins is at second base with nobody out here in the first inning. Throw way over the head of the third baseman. Hit in the air, long run for everybody, not going to get there. Galva, the first baseman, and Prandy, the right fielder, giving chase. Hit foul. I said Collins at second base. He's the one that walked. It was Paul Casamito who's running for the catcher, who stole the base. And he's at second base. Overcast, hopefully. If the rain's coming, it's coming much later. High and tight for a ball. We're back to 3-2. Hit in the air to center field, drifting back, making the catch. Angel Thomas made the catch. They appealed that the runner, it was very close. The runner, Coach Paul is coming out, wants to question that. It was awful close to him leaving second too soon. Angel Thomas, outstanding outfielder, went back and fielded that long fly. And Casamito tagged up and went to third. Paul is still questioning. It was awful close, leaving second base. Long discussion with Coach Esteban Paula and the base umpire. He doesn't win the argument. They called him safe. So 1 out and a runner at third with a run in. Dylan DiFilippo almost hit it out of here last night. He hit a shot that Wagner Perez caught at the warning track. And the warning track is only about a couple of feet wide from the fence. Down and in for a ball. And he hit another shot that was caught in center field. And there's a shot for a base hit. That was a line drive base hit. Casamito running. Collins scores the run. And Swampscott jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Chase Gruthius, the pitcher, is the hitter. He played right field and shortstop last night. Right field to start. Shortstop when he changed pitchers. Two quick strikes. Gruthius didn't like either call. Missing for a ball. The runner takes off. The ball's hit foul up in the seats. Filippo had second base stolen. Crucius fouled it off. Hit in the air, long run for the right fielder. Prandy gets there. Had to go a few steps to his right. That's the second out in the inning. They'll bring up Jamison Ford. He was the pitcher last night. So 2 outs with the runner at first. Swampscott with 2 runs in. Missing wide for a ball. So he walked the first 2 and they both scored. Coach's worst nightmare, base on balls. Solid shot in the left field for a base hit. Yeah, 2 of those last night. Knocked in 3 runs for Swampscott last night. Isaiah Bears DHing for the left fielder, Tom Cuttle. He's the 7th hitter in the inning. Fishing down and away. And he hits Bears. So the bases are loaded. Luke Tardif, the second baseman, is a hitter, and it brings Coach Paula out to talk to the troops. We mentioned it's the consolation round of the 5th annual Dougie Mullins tournament. St. Mary's and Classical in the championship round coming up next. Classical will try to break St. Mary's streak. We had 4 Dougie Mullins tournaments. St. Mary's has won all 4. Quick visit. Paula goes back to the dugout. Tyler will step back in. He's the 8th hitter in the inning. 2 runs in, the base is loaded with 2 outs. Up the middle for a base hit. Throw coming to the plate, a little bit off. 2 runs are going to score. A big 2-out hit by Tardif. Ripped right up the middle. So So 2 walks and 3 base hits and an error have made it 4-0 Swampscott. High for a ball. They batted around. Aiden Brown's the 9th hitter. Hit right to Beato, the shortstop. So Swampscott sends 9 to the plate. They get 3 base hits, 2 walks, an error, and it winds up being 4-0 Swampscott. They hit batsman also. So 4-0 Swampscott after the top of the first inning. A sad day here in Lynn. I'm sure it's just about closing down, but a large crowd at Solomini Funeral Home honoring an outstanding lady who had a great career, who contributed mightily to the city of Lynn. Janet Rowe was an outstanding young lady, had a great life. She just retired a couple of months ago, was about to enjoy a great retirement, and she left us. She was a city clerk, chief of elections. In her time with us, she coached Little League and Babe Ruth softball. She was a CCD teacher. She contributed so much to so many of the charitable causes, got involved in anything that would help the city, help the young people, help the people of Lynn. Our thoughts, our prayers, our condolences, our sympathies go out to her outstanding family. Her husband, Charlie, of 52 years. Son, Christopher, daughters, Shirley and Kay. She had a great sister, Peggy Phelps. If you frequent Brothers Deli on Market Street, you would see the two of them there quite often for breakfast or lunch. They were joined at the hip. Janet Rowe was an outstanding young lady. You lose people like that, it's a tremendous loss. You're lucky to have people like that, and when you lose people like that, you just don't replace them. There's a hole left that never gets filled because people like Janet Rowe just don't come along very often. I was very happy to call her a friend of mine. I miss her, and again, all of our thoughts, prayers, condolences, and sympathies go out to her outstanding family. Rest in peace, my good friend Janet Rowe. Hit in the air to center field, 1 pitch. Cirillo makes the one-handed catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That was Josue Brandy, the right fielder. This is Cal Furlong, the catcher, batting second. Gilbert Galva will play first and bat third. The center fielder, Angel Thomas, hits cleanup. Batting fifth and playing left field, Julian Rodriguez. The pitcher, Adriangel Santana, hits number 6. Batting seventh and playing third base, Angel Soriano. The DH, Angel de la Cruz, hitting for the shortstop, Eward Beato, hits 8. And picking up the tail end of the batting order, batting ninth, playing second base, is Diabel Guzman. Hit just pulled foul. Hit it right down the line. Stayed fair for a while, then kicked foul. Furlong is the catcher. He does an outstanding job behind the plate. He's one of only a couple of seniors that English has. Just missed. Again, tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Missing inside. The payoff pitch up and coming. Swing and a miss, he gets him. Oh, furlong battle, it goes down on strikes. Gilbert Galva, the first baseman, is the hitter. He had a rocket the other night, virtually to dead center field over the fence. Caught the inside corner, broke late. Galva didn't think so. He wasn't happy with that call. That one hangs high. Hit to short. Ross does a very nice job over there. He's a good shortstop. So 1-2-3 inning for Gruthius and Swampscott. Swampscott wins the first inning. As they get 4, they shut English out. And that's where we are. Swampscott 4, English nothing as we go into the second inning. We'll start the second inning the way we started the first inning. Top of the order for Swampscott. Connor Chiarello drew one of the first back-to-back walks to start the game, and he scored the first run. Line short. Joe Caponigo coaching third, ducked out of the way. Chiarello is the center fielder. Joe Caponigo, the head guy for Swampscott, ably assisted by longtime assistant Joe Raffa. Other assistants, Angelo Salushki, Tom Vatcher, Jason Pavey, Griffin Kelly. Joe Cap, as we call him, is the reason this tournament's being run. We mentioned Dougie Mullins coached with Joe at English, took over when Joe moved to Swampscott, where he lives and resides. His daughter coaches at Swampscott as well. Solid shot. Just Soriano just stuck out the glove and picked it, and he throws Chiarello out. Nice play by the third baseman, Angel Soriano. But Joe Cap, good friend of Dougie Mullins, who coached with him, used to be the Clancy tournament that played a lot earlier in the season. Joe got together and decided, why don't we do something for Dougie Mullins after he passed away? So Joe's had a lot of help, a lot of people. But this tournament doesn't get started except for Joe Caponegro, who's an outstanding gentleman, outstanding coach, coaches during the summer in the semi-pro league. And Paula, the coach for English, plays for Joe during the summer. In for a strike. And so through Joe's efforts and the great family and friends of Dougie, they got this tournament together, got it going. It's been successful, and it's been great honoring a great young man. hit to center field. Thomas going back, makes the one-handed catch. Collins hit it well. 2 up, 2 down in the second inning.
Yeah, well, Christian's working, so I can only be sitting home playing with myself. So things don't change, Al. Be safe. See you, buddy.
High and tight for a ball. Here again, the center field drifting back. That just kept taking off. Thomas goes running back, makes a very nice over the shoulder, one-handed catch. Back-to-back plays by Angel Thomas. He's an outstanding outfielder. That looked like a normal fly. All of a sudden, it just kept carrying. Thomas had to go back and get it. So a little different inning for Santana that time, a 1-2-3 inning. We'll move into the bottom of the second inning with Swampscott leading 4-0. We mentioned Swampscott got nipped by Classical. Classical scored 2 out base hit by Jaden Barrigan, the catcher for Classical, in the bottom of the 7th. Got Classical a 7-6 win over Swampscott. English got shut out by St. Mary's, but it was only 4-0. It was good to see. There was good crowds last night. Good crowd. Hopefully the gate made some money toward the scholarships. They're selling T-shirts and sweatshirts. And I think they have a couple of sponsors as well.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
4, 5, and 6 for English as we start the second inning, bottom of the second. Angel Thomas, who made those 2 nice catches. In center field, will lead it off. High and tight for a ball. He was a tough loser on the mound last night. He pitched well. But Classical just couldn't get anything going offensively. That one bounces away. 2-0. Angel Thomas, Julian Rodriguez, Adrian Angel, Santana. The 3 hitters to face Guthius here in the second inning. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2. Hit up the middle. There's another nice play by Ross. He makes it look so easy. That's not an easy play. He had to go way to his left and take a hit away. He got the throw over to DiFilippo. 1 up, 1 down. Julian Rodriguez, the left fielder. Takes it inside tight for ball one. High for the ball. Swampscott brought some fans. Some of the fans behind the English dugout are classical baseball players. In for a strike. A stop by the catcher Collins on a pitch in the turf. The 2-2 pitch up and coming. Popped up into short center field. Chiarello again. A nice one-handed catch. It's become something with me now. I go back to where years ago when everything was two hands. Make sure you catch it with two hands. The Little League kids were taught two hands, catch it with two hands. Now everything, Little League, Babe Ruth, high school, college, the women's softball, obviously the pros, everything is one hand. Missing inside. Ooh, no, let the umpires make the calls. He called it a strike. I should mention, I mentioned the fact that Jarrett Rowe was being laid to rest today. Rich Avery, a very nice gesture by Rich Avery. The flag out in right center field is lowered to half staff. The flag in Manning Field is lowered to half staff in memory of the great and well-liked Janet Rowe. Way in on the hands, fouled it off. Again, our thoughts, our condolences, our prayers. Our best wishes go out to Charlie Rowe and his family on the loss of their great lady. Chop foul. Count stays 1-2. English are hurting a little bit offensively. Ewart Pieta was hurt. He's playing shortstop. He's an outstanding shortstop, but he can't hit. He's being hit for. A little delay, but called third strike. So Groothius has got to strike out an inning. He's retired the first 6 he's faced. We played 2 in this consolation round of the 5th Mullins tournament. Swampscott 4, English nothing going into the 3rd. 4, 5, and 6 for Swampscott as we start the top of the 3rd inning. Dylan DiFilippo lined a shot into right field for a base hit, knocked in a run, scored a run. He's the first baseman for the Big Blue. Pitch up and away for the ball. Santana will start his 3rd inning. Line short in the center field coming on. It bounces loose. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Thomas tried to make the shoestring catch. It bounced by him. DiFilippo winds up with a stand-up triple. Got all of that. It was sinking. Thomas tried to make the catch. It got by him, rolled all the way to the fence. And Swampscott has a run at 3rd with nobody out. Chase Groothius flied to right field. His one trip. Missing wide for a ball. Popped up. Furlong tracking it down. He slipped and fell. It bounced right at his feet, but he had to make a little bit of a turn. When he turned, he slipped and fell down and had no chance to make the catch. So Gruthius gets a life. This is pitcher against pitcher. Gruthius against Santana. English with the infield in. In for a strike. One, two, the count. Hit foul back. Out in front of that pitch a little bit. Looked like a changeup. Took a good look at that one. Just a little bit high, and the count goes 2-2. In on the hands, that was about 3 feet away. I was about to make a play.
20 years ago, you could have made the play.
That was about 3 feet away from landing right in my lap. Solid shot for a base hit. So a triple followed by a single pushes the Swampscott lead to 5-0. I should mention years ago, if you old timers like me, when you're at Frazier Field, the backstop was a screen behind home plate, and up top, just like Fenway Park, there was a covering. So when foul balls were hit, they would go up and they would roll back to home plate. When they had to replace the backstop, they throw it into center field, sliding into second with Gruthius with the stolen base, so he doesn't go to third because he was sliding in. When they replaced, and that's Beato, he's the one I told you already was hurt. Everybody okay, thank God. When they replaced the screen behind home plate, they didn't put the covering up. So now foul balls get hit right back into the seats. High pop-ups go into the seats. A line drive can wind up in the press box. And that last one hit in the last row of the bleachers right in front of us. A couple of feet from coming right in my lap. Hit in the air. Long run for Galvin. Gets there and makes the play. Good hustle. Nice play by the first baseman, Galva. That's the first out. Isaiah Bears got hit by a pitch that extended the inning because there were 2 outs. And the next batter, Lou Tardif, got a big base hit, knocking in 2 runs in the first inning. Hit in the air to left field, drifting back and making the one-handed catch. Gruthius tags up and goes to third, and they're going to appeal again. And they don't get the call again. So runner at third with 2 outs. Tata was up in this situation, but there was more runners on base. He got a big 2-out hit, knocked in 2 runs. I mentioned that was after Bears got hit by a pitch to extend the inning with 2 outs.
Second baseman number 10, Luke Tadic.
So Tata 1 for 1 with 2 RBI. English questioned again. The runner leaving too early at second, but they didn't get the call again. Galba was not happy. Solid shot to right field is going to hook foul. So DeFilippo's triple gets followed by the single by Gruthius, gets Swampscott another run. That one dropped in nicely. Down the way, nice stop. Oh, he called it a strike. Looked like it bounced, looked like it dropped down and away, and he called it strike 3. That one looked like it was outside. They had to tag him because Furlong didn't catch the ball. But Swampscott gets a run on 2 base hits. First strikeout for Santana. We'll move into the bottom half of the third. Swampscott's added a run, making it 5-0, the Big Blue. And it will be 7, 8, and 9 for English, as that hole gets a little bit deeper for them to dig out of. Swampscott will be looking for the pairings. They won their division, playing in the Northeastern Conference. So they won that. They were hoping to win the Mullins tournament, but they got nipped by Lynn Classical. And now, if this holds up, they'll be 16-4. They'll be looking for at least a home game or 2 with the tournament, state tournament starting. Not many teams have their backups between innings throwing a football around, but Swampscott does.
I'm like, yup.
Angel Soriano. Angel de la Cruz DHing for the shortstop, he would be Edo, and Diabel Guzman will be the 3 hitters to face Chase Gruthius, who has been given another run to work with. Up and away for a ball. Soriano is the 3rd baseman. Swing and a miss. Took a good healthy cut of that one, just swung right through it. That one goes down and in, skips all the way to the backstop. Everybody kind of getting out of the way of that one. That was at the feet of everybody. In for strike two. Again, a little bit late, but that was a good pitch. It broke in nicely. So he's got to strike out an inning. 2 in a row. He struck out the last batter in the second inning. Gets the leadoff hitter in the third inning. Angel De La Cruz, the DH, hitting for the shortstop Biedo. High and tight for a ball. Swing and a miss. Good healthy cut at that one. Swing and a miss again. He chased a high fastball. And chases it again. That's 3 strikeouts in a row. 2 this inning and 1 to end the second. Abel Guzman, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Hit foul to the backstop. Down and away for a ball. High for a ball. The 2-1 pitch up and coming. Swing and a miss. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A stop by Collins. The catcher, the count goes full. Hit in the air. First baseman calls the pitcher off, makes the catch. 9 in a row retired by Gruthius. 4 of them by strikeouts. And he shut English out through 3. Swampscott 5. English nothing going into the 4th. English made a couple of changes. I don't know if they took Thomas out of the game. Jensel Prendis is in right field. And Josue Prendi moved over to center field. So it looks like Angel Thomas is the one that came out. Swing and a miss. Aiden Brown, the third baseman, is leading off the 4th for the Big Blue. 9-1-2. Dropped in for a strike.
You should too, I think.
Down the way for a ball.
Tell me doesn't stay there. Doesn't stay. And Andrew's on both nights now too. What's the deal, huh? No, I even just.
Popped up. Galva almost didn't have to move. Now he backs up a little bit. Makes the play. One up, one down in the fourth. The weather's been good. It's overcast, but it's comfortable. Some people are in t-shirts, but a sweatshirt or a light jacket. But everybody is not bundling up and wearing a bunch of winter gear, trying to stay warm. Fishing for a ball. Connor Chiarello has walked and scored, grounded out short to first. He had a couple of nice plays in center field. Solid shot, foul ball. Just hook foul. Hit it well. Breaks way wide for a ball. In for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Again, it's funny seeing Manning Field totally empty. There might be some games this afternoon. I think youth football, I think, is still going as that breaks down the way for a full count. So youth football might be back there later today. Oh, I thought if they would be playing, they'd be playing by now. In the air to right field. And another one-handed catch by Yancel Prandis. Two up, two down. Michael Collins walked and scored. Lined out to center field. Thomas making a very nice play. Up and away for a ball. Hit in the left field for a base hit. Santana had retired 5 in a row. Michael Cohen walked and scored and hit a shot to center field that Thomas took extra bases away with over the shoulder. One-handed catch, a great play.
Shortstop number 2, Kevin Ross.
So back-to-back singles extends the 4th inning. For Dylan DiFilippo, who was singled in a run and scored, tripled and scored. 2 for 2. Knocking in a run, scoring 2. He's 3/5 of the offense. Missing inside for a ball. in for a strike. Hit in the air, long run, going back, can't get it, drops in for a base hit. He's got his third hit, another RBI. Ross goes to third, first and third. Chase Guthius. I just now realized the young man on the mound, Adriangel Santana, he's a freshman. Hit foul back. They throw it down, they don't get him, the run scores, a double steal. So it's now 7-0. Galva giving chase, he runs out of real estate as it winds up down that grassy knoll. Guthius the pitcher, fly to right and singled. Missing wide for a ball. We got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in. The runner takes off. Line foul. DiFilippo had third base stolen. Hit foul out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Hit in the left center field for a base hit. That's going to be another run. Extra bases. All the way to the fence. He's going to keep going. Stand up triple for the pitcher. And that's going to bring Coach Esteban Paula out to the mound. And we're going to get a new pitcher. Jonas Rodriguez will be the new pitcher. This started out, Santana had retired 5-0. We got the first 2 easy outs in this 4th inning. Then all of a sudden, 4 straight hits, including the last triple by Guthius. And that goes to the backstop, and that's going to score a run. So it's now 9-0. That one bounces in. We went from a freshman to a sophomore. Rodriguez on the mound. Line short. Nice shot by the left fielder, Julian Rodriguez. Went a few steps to his left. He's a very good outfielder. Solid shot by Jamison Ford, who had singled and scored, popped to the first baseman. He hit that on the nose, but Rodriguez tracked it down. So they send 7 more to the plate. They put 4 on the board with 4 base hits. So Santana goes 3 2/3, gives up 8 of the runs. The last run goes, no, he gives up all 9 because he gave up the triple to Gruthius. Gives up 9 base hits, struck out 1, walked 2, hit a batter. The 2 walks were the 2 that opened up the game, and they both scored. The hit batsman came with 2 outs, extended the first inning, and the next batter got a base hit and knocked in 2 runs. So the walks and the hit batsman in the first inning were very big, really hurt the Bulldogs. A tough assignment for the young freshman. Getting his feet wet. He's at it. He'll improve. Hope I'm around when he's a senior. One, 2, 3 for English as we start the 4th inning. Gruthius will start his 4th inning. He's got at least a strikeout in each of the 3 innings. He got 2 in the 3rd. Up and in for a ball. Brandy flied out to center field. His 1 trip. In for a strike. Yep, by a little delay on those calls. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Four of the last 5 outs have been strikeouts. Kyle Furlong struck out swinging. In for a strike. On the corner for a strike. Furlong didn't like it. 0-2. Call third strike. Five of the last 6 have been strikeouts. He got 1 in each of the first 2. He's got 2 in each of the next 2. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings. Gilbert Galbert bounced out the short his 1 trip. Missing for ball 1. In for a strike. In for a strike. Galbert didn't like that call. They haven't been happy with the umpires. With the calls leaving too soon the bases. That didn't miss by much. Again, tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Deuce wild. Pitch goes wide. That's the first base runner. Gutierrez had retired 11 in a row before that walk. Yancel Brandeis. And somebody's got to explain this to me. Center fielder now is Josue Brandy, Prandy. This is Yancel Brandeis, Prandys. Somebody told me they're brothers, but he has an S on the end of his name. The other one doesn't. They have to explain that to me.
Why?
So they replaced Angel Thomas, the cleanup hitter. Popped up. Collins, the catcher, gets rid of the mask and makes the play. So English finally got a base runner to walk to Galva. But we played 4. Swampscott leading English 9-0 in this Dougie Mullins 5th annual consolation game. Cooper Correnti is hitting for the DH Bears. Jonas Rodriguez starting an inning after coming in relief and getting the 3rd out. In for a strike. Correnti's hitting for Jillian Rodriguez. Now, I'll get it right. I keep looking at the wrong sheet. He's hitting for the DH, who's hitting for the left fielder. So they've had 2 people hitting for Cuttle. Swing and a miss. Joe Capanico going to his bench. And we got a couple of pinch hitters coming up. Down and away for a ball. Yeah, that's ball 4. David Palmer will hit for Luke Tardif. Cole Kakuba is on deck. He'll hit for Brown. If the runner at first scores, this could be English's last inning. We could have a mercy rule. In for a strike. Swansea's been stealing second quite a bit, but with a 9-0 run, they're not running. Hit in the air to left field. With the one-handed catch, Julian Rodriguez makes it. Cole Kakuba hitting for Brown. Joe Cap going deep into his bench. Hit off the first baseman. Galba knocked it down, makes the play. Good job. Solid shot. Right down the line. Galba got it, gloved it, knocked it down for the second out. Connor Chiarillo was walked and scored, grounded a shot, fly to right. Made some nice plays in center field.
Yeah, I had sandwich, went home, one beer.
And Chiarillo gets hit. I'm glad he's okay. I think it got him up around the shoulder. Just that. I thought maybe going to hit him in the head. So first and second for Mike Collins. Walked and scored. Lined out to center field. Singled and scored. The catcher's had a pretty good day. The out was a shot that Thomas made a nice play on. One bounces in for ball 1. And it's going to move the runners up. So it's second and third with 2 outs. That takes away the force at any base on a ground ball. Nice stop by Furlong keeps the runner at third for now. In for a strike. Caden Ross, the shortstop, on deck. Hit the shot. Pietro with the nice play. Swampscott doesn't score. They leave runners at second and third. They did it without a base hit. We'll move into the bottom half of the fifth. 5, 6, and 7 for the Bulldogs. This will start his fifth inning. He was perfect. He retired the first 11. Gave up a walk to Galber and then got Brandeis with the pop up to the catcher. So he's giving up a walk. Jillian Rodriguez, Jonas Rodriguez, Angel Soriano, scheduled 3 hitters. This is the consolation round of the 5th Dougie Mullins tournament. Upcoming will be the championship round. Lynn Classical taking on St. Mary's. An all-Lynn final. Most people thought Swampscott coming in had won 13 in a row, won their division in the Northeastern Conference, and everybody thought if you're betting at Vegas, it would be Swampscott and St. Mary's in the final. But Classical. Coach Jay Regalo doing a very nice job all year. Qualified for the state tournament, won the Greater Boston League championship, and turned the tables and scored a run on the bottom of the 7th to beat Swampscott 7-6. So it's 2 Lynn teams in the final. Rodriguez is fly to center field. In for a strike. At one point, Ruth had struck out 5 of 6 outs. Hit to second base, bobbled, but it was hit hard enough. That's Palmer at second base. He knocked it down. He had plenty of time. It was solidly hit, so he had time to go get it and throw Rodriguez out. High for a ball. This is Jonas and Rodriguez. I don't know if they're related. Julian and Jonas. I would guess they were. That one goes to the backstop. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Doesn't take a lot of time. And that's ball 4. Second walk given up.
Third baseman number 13,
Angel Soriano was called on strikes as 1 trip. You look at the difference. The leadoff hitter for Swampscott's batted 4 times. This is Soriano's second at bat. Chased that high pitch and swung right through it. Swinging through it again. Late on that swing, hit it almost into the English dugout. Count stays 0-2. Curveball just broke late. Cruz just wanted that pitch. It just broke late. Missed up and away. Count evens at 2. Swing and a miss. So he keeps his record intact. He's got at least 1 strikeout in every inning. That was number 7. Angel de la Cruz is the DH. He's hitting for Eward Beato. The shortstop was one of the better hitters for English, but he's hurt, so all he can do is play short. In for a strike. De la Cruz struck out swinging. Line short to right field, inside the line for a base hit. Down the bullpen area. Wow, he looked like he was out. A triple. That's the first hit of the ball game for English, and that's their first run scored in the tournament. So the walk hurts. Went the other way with it, just snuck it inside the right field line down into the bullpen area. Close play at third, but he's safe with a triple. Jonas Rodriguez, the young sophomore pitcher, scored the run. This is Diabel Guzman, who popped to the first baseman his 1 trip. So English went 11 innings in the tournament without scoring a run. They break the ice. Hangs high for a ball. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He gets another strikeout. Last 3 innings. First 2 innings, he struck out 1. Last 3, he struck out 2. 8 strikeouts. The walk hurt. We finished 5 in this consolation round. 9-1, Swampscott over English. 3-4-5 for Swampscott as we start the 6th inning. English finally gets on the board. A booming triple by Angel De La Cruz. Their first hit of the game, their first run of the tournament. Caden Ross, the shortstop, applied to center, hit a line shot that Thomas made a very nice play on in center field. Then he got a base hit and scored a run in that 4-run 4th inning. That one bounces in. So Swampscott got 4 in the first, they got 4 in the 4th. They went out 1-2-3 in the second. They got a Singleton in the 3rd. Up and away for a ball. That almost hit him. He had to get out of the way quickly. That was way up and in. Rodriguez taking a lot of time tying his shoes. Yeah, that's ball 4. So the walk starts the 6th inning. Second walk given up by Rodriguez. He's also hit a batter. He's working his 2nd full inning. That pass ball is going to put the runner at second base. If you're going to pick an outstanding player for Swampscott, it's got to be the young man in the batter's box. Dylan DiFilippo. Singled and a run scored. Tripled and scored. Singled and a run and scored. He scored 3 and knocked in 2. That's 5 of the 9. That's better than half. Solid shot to center field. Making the one-handed catch, Prandy just took extra bases away. That was hit solidly. They finally get DiFilippo out. Ross moves over to 3rd. Rodriguez fly to right, singled, tripled, knocking in a run and scored a run. So he's 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Hit foul to the backstop. Inside and tight. He got hit on the head. Thank God he's all right. Second hit batsman. And it's 1st and 3rd with 1 out. And they're checking to make sure he's okay. Hit the helmet. Tim Hamilton will run. Jamison forward, singled and scored, popped to first, fly to left. On the inside corner, first strike. He had a duck under that one.
Then they got one game away from the World Series. She'd have to be salvaged with 9 runs in the
Solid shot, had every third base coach Joe Caponegro ducked away from that one. A laser beam pull foul.
Where's Gordon now?
Swing and a miss. First strikeout. For Jonas Rodriguez. Two-way with runs at first and third. Cooper Correnti stayed in the game as the DH. He hit for Bears, drew a walk. That one goes to the backstop. The run will score. Swampscott reaches double digits. That's now 10-1. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. So this has been the story for Englishside in this game. They had to use a freshman starter coming in relief, a sophomore. Not a lot of experience. On the inside corner. Correnti, like some of the English players, didn't like that call. Deuce as well, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. So they score another run without a base hit. Jonas Rodriguez gets 2 big strikeouts. The walk. Scored the run. It's now 10-1 Swampscott over the Bulldogs. Ruthie is slowly making his way out to the mound. He'll start his 6th inning of work. He gave up his first hit in the 5th inning. He retired the first 11 before he walked Gilbert Galba. And he gave up his first hit to Angel Santana. Walked Santana. And he gave up his first hit to Angel De La Cruz, a triple. that knocked in the run and broke the ice for English, the first run they scored in the tournament. They were shut out by St. Mary's, and they were shut out through 4 innings by Swampscott. 1, 2, 3 for English. Josue Prandy. He has applied to center and struck out swinging. Hits that one back foul. Wide for a ball. Hit foul to the screen. Reached for that one and struck out. Tried to hold up when he realized was breaking down the way and couldn't. So again, he's got at least 1 in each of the 6 innings. That was his 9th strikeout. Furlong has struck out twice, 1 swinging, 1 called. Swing and a miss. Hit foul to the screen. Quickly 0-2. And they checked with the base umpire. Umpire says he swung. That's another strikeout. That gives him 10. So he's double-digit in strikeouts. Gilbert Galva grounded out. He was the first base runner. He drew a walk in the 4th inning. Since then, English got another walk and a hit for a run. Fouled way out of here. That looks like it went out to Western Avenue. Down the way for a ball. Missing down the way. Missed outside again. The 3-1 pitch up and coming. Way inside. Calvert draws his 2nd walk. Yancel Prendis. He went in to play right field when they took Thomas out, and Josue Prandy went to center field. Popped up out of play down that grassy knoll. Waved at that pitch, broke down the way. High for a ball. Up and away, and the count goes. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A little bit of a wait, little hesitation. He strikes out the side. He's got 11 strikeouts through 6. Swampscott comfortably ahead over English, 10-1 with an inning left. 8-9-1 for Swampscott. Hit in the air, that was David Palmer who went in to play second base. Soriano makes the play in foul territory. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the 7th inning. Swampscott had an opportunity to make this a mercy rule a couple of times, but English held them off. Hit sharply to short is Beato. He does it so smoothly. He's a very nice, smooth shortstop. And he's only a junior. They lose Furlong, Thomas, Galva, Dela Cruz. They lose a couple of very good players. Swing and a miss. Corner, Chiriello walked and scored, grounded to short, flied to right, got hit by a pitch. This is 5th at bat in the leadoff spot. So 2 quick outs. Down the way for a ball. Two quick outs here in the 7th inning. Pitch is high for a ball. Rodriguez taking a lot of time. Chirillo asks for time and steps out. On the inside corner for a strike. And he hit him again. This time he got him on the elbow or the arm. That hurt. He's hurt. In the arm or the elbow, he went down. That hurt. Jack Pavey is going to run. Way inside. Didn't hit him on the helmet or the back. Looked like it might have got him right on the arm.
Maybe a field trip, a mistake.
Hopefully he's going to be okay. tough time, leading 10-1, seventh inning, and you get hit by a pitch and have to come out of the game when you get ready to go to the tournament. Solid shot into right center field. In with a double and an RBI is Michael Collins. Pavey scores from first. It's now 11-1. Caden Ross fly to center, line to center. Thomas making two nice plays both times. Single and scored, walked and scored. He picked that one off his ear and lined it to left field. Bells. He scored. Come on.
Good go.
High and tight for a ball. Hit high in the air to left field. And here's that one-handed catch by Rodriguez, Julian Rodriguez. So we're down to the bottom of the seventh. Swampscott adds a run. The hit batsman followed by a double by Collins. Jonas Rodriguez, the young sophomore, comes in, goes 3 innings, 3 1/3 actually. He gave up only 1 base hit, walked 2, hit 2, struck out 2. He gave up 2 runs, they were earned. Growth is done. We have a new pitcher for Swampscott. Grothius went 6, struck out 11, walked 3, 2 of them were to Gilbert Galba. Gave up 1 base hit, the 1 run was earned, the walk and then the triple by Dela Cruz, the only hit for English, and that is the only run that they've scored in the tournament. Looks like David Palmer is the new pitcher. And Gruthius, the pitcher, went to second base. No, it's Sam Barron playing second base. So Palmer was in the game as the second baseman when he hit for Towder. Now he's the pitcher. Cole Kakuba stayed in and played. He's at third base. Julian Rodriguez fly to center, ground to the second base. Leading off the 7th inning. That one bounced a couple of feet in front of home plate. Low for a ball. And on 4 pitches, Rodriguez draws a walk. This is Jonas Rodriguez. He's been up once, he drew a walk, and he scored the 1 run. Scoring from first on the triple by De La Cruz. In for a strike. David Palmer on the mound brings back memories of many years ago. Had David Palmer in Lynn, who was part getting first starting the Babe Ruth program. They played here at Frazier Field, and he was part of the group that got them moved down to where they are now at Breed, building up that great complex. Popped up. Nice play by the catcher. That's his second play cause. Waited a while, got rid of the mask, made the nice play for the first out. He's done a nice job behind the plate. 1 away. Jason Mateo will hit for Soriano. Soriano had struck out twice. Once call, one swing. Way up. 2-0 the count. In for a strike. Popped up. It's going to be a base hit, just enough to get it past the shortstop. Hit number 2 for the Bulldogs. Angel De La Cruz is struck out, and he hit a shot just inside the right field line for the first hit of the game for the Bulldogs. Amounted to a triple, knocked in the 1 run. High and tight for a ball. Low for a ball. Way up and over his head. 3-0. He goes after the 3-0 pitch. Safe at first. They get the one in the middle. He hit a 3-0 pitch. They get the second out. Rodriguez moves over to third, first and third. They almost turned a double play. Diabel Guzman has popped to first and struck out. Those are all against Gruthius. He's facing Palmer for the first time. Palmer's shown a few pitches. Nice stop by Collins behind the plate. He truly does a real good job. Collins is a senior. Joe Krupp's going to miss him moving on. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. And we go down 3-2. I think it's down to their last strike. Waves that up for strike 3, and that'll do it. So Swampscott will go to 16-4. English will drop and finish their season at 7-13. Swampscott got all they needed in the first inning. Back-to-back walks to Chiarillo and Collins. After an out, DiFilippo. Chiarillo stole third. The throw was thrown in the outfield. The run scored. DiFilippo got a base hit, knocking in a run. Ford got a base hit. A big hit batsman by Bears loaded the bases for Swampscott with 2 outs. Tardif got a big hit, knocking in 2. It was 4-0. They got a run in the third. DiFilippo got a triple, scored on a base hit by Gruthius. They got 4 in the fourth. After 2 outs, Collins got a hit. Ross got a hit. DiFilippo got a single, knocking in a run. Gruthius got a triple, knocking in a run. A double steal brought in a run. A wild pitch brought in a run. It was 9-0. English made it 9-1 in the fifth. A walk to Santana, the first hit of the ball game for English. A triple by Dela Cruz knocked in a run to make it 9-1. Swampscott got a run in the sixth. Ross drew a walk, went to second on a pass ball, went to third on a fly ball, scored on a wild pitch. It was 10-1. They added a run in the seventh. Chiarillo got hit by a pitch after 2 outs. A double by Collins knocked in a run to make it 11-1, and that was the final score. For English, Jonas Rodriguez, the pitcher, drew a walk and scored a run. Julian Rodriguez drew a walk. Gilbert Galva drew 2 walks. Jason Mateo hitting for Soriano had a base hit. Dela Cruz got the first hit of the game, a triple with an RBI knocking in the run. So English wound up with 2 base hits and the 1 run. For Swampscott, Chiarillo got hit twice. He scored 1, and Pavey running for him scored 1. Michael Collins had a walk, a single, a double, scored 2, knocked in a run. Caden Ross had a single, a walk, scored 2. DiFilippo had a big game, single, triple, single. His out was a line shot caught going away from home plate by the center fielder Prandy. He knocked in 2 and scored 3. Chase Gruthius had a single, a triple, knocked in 1, scored 1. Jamison Ford had a base hit, scored a run. Bears got hit by a pitch that was big because it extended the inning, and they scored 2 more runs after that. He also drew, it was Correnti hitting for him, drawing a walk. Luke Tardiff got a big 2-out single in the first inning, knocking in 2. Gruthius was the winning pitcher. He gave up 1 hit, 1 run. He retired 11 in a row before he walked Galba. He retired 13 of 14 before he walked Santana and then gave up the triple, the 1 hit to Dela Cruz. So Swampscott had their 13-game win streak broken yesterday in the opening game by Classical. They're hoping that in this consolation of the Mullins tournament, they started another win streak as they get set for the state tournament. We wish Joe Caponigo and his team the best as they go into the state tournament at 15-4. Congratulations to Esteban Paula with a lot of young kids. We saw a freshman, sophomore pitching today. He did an outstanding job, him and his staff. Congratulations to him and all the great work he did. They finish up at 7-13. So the consolation game is in the books. 11-1, Swampscott over Lynn English. We get ready now for St. Mary's and Classical in the Mullins Championship Final. We hope you enjoyed this one. 11-1, Swampscott over English. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.